Today we are trying a beer that the Cookie Monster would go absolutely crazy for. Hello and welcome to another video on JD's Booze Reviews. Today we are trying Lucaria Choc Chip Cookie Dough, or Choc Chip Cookie Dough Lucaria. It is a 4.5% ice cream porter and one of Thornbridge's sort of staple beers, really. Lucaria's had very many different flavourings and variants to it. And, you know, although it says it's an ice cream porter, that's purely because Lucaria is an ice cream porter style. That is the beer. It's always been an ice cream porter, just with different flavourings. I've had a Rocky Road one before, and obviously this time it's a choc chip cookie dough, and I do love me a cookie. Right, so let's get this poured into a glass, in a Thornbridge glass no less. So, it looks like a porter. Right, nice and dark. A nice colour on the head, nice brown hue to the head. Quite good retention, actually, looking very, very nice in the glass. Obviously, I've not poured it fully because I want to try and get the aromas and stuff from it. Yeah, that smells very familiar. I have had a few of these versions of Lucaria, although the question on how you pronounce it is still unsure to me. I've always called it Lucaria, and then Thornbridge released a video where I'm pretty sure the outcome was Lucaria. Maybe I've forgot that was one of the fake names of how to pronounce it, and I'm now calling it the wrong thing this whole time. But yeah, I get a nice, creamy, sweet, slightly vanilla aroma to it. That's kind of what I'd expect to get from a choc chip cookie dough beer. I think the choc chip is going to come from more the style of beer that this is. Being a porter, being a dark beer, it kind of brings out those sort of thoughts and feelings of chocolate. But I think the cookie dough side of things is going to be very vanilla heavy, and when you think if you've ever had cookie dough, it's very sort of vanilla heavy and sort of sweet, very sweet. So hopefully that comes through here. So let's give it a taste, because I'm not getting much more than that on the aroma. Just a nice, chocolatey, vanilla-y, sweet aroma. Get chocolate, getting the chocolate side of things. Definitely getting a creaminess. There is lactose added to this beer. So yeah, definitely milky, creamy, which is why, it's an ice cream porter, very much milky and creamy, and that kind of vibes. In terms of the cookie dough side of things, there is a sweet vanilla, almost doughy feeling to it. It's really hard to explain because the texture of a bit of cookie dough is very texture driven, isn't it? It's chewy and all that kind of goodness when you have some cookie dough. Sort of chewy, vanilla and sweet, sugary. So you are obviously missing out on a key element of a bit of cookie dough with the sort of chewy bite, but it has a cookie dough flavour to it. yeah, it's a sweet beer. I mean, it's ice cream porter, which I think is going to lend itself to that anyway, being quite sweet and vanilla-y and that kind of stuff. But there is a dough, like a cookie dough vibe to it. Yeah, like, yeah, yeah, they've done very well on the flavourings on this. Whatever they've added in here, they've done a pretty good job, because that does taste a very dark chocolate, but with a sweetness and a lightness and a creaminess of the ice cream side of this beer, with this vanilla sort of sugary finish. It's definitely a beer to try yourself to see what you think, because yeah, that is very nice. I mean, I've always found that the Lucaria series is a little bit subtle. They've never been hugely flavour driven. Obviously, they have been flavour driven. They've always had a lot of different variants and stuff, but they've never been like smack bang in your face. They've always been giving a hint of what they're trying to go for, but without being too over sickly sweet and too over flavour driven. So this just offers a very decent ice cream porter, very decent porter, very light, creamy porter, with just a sprinkling of something different, a sprinkling of flavourings to lead you towards the final goal of what they're trying to suggest. So it's definitely not like a Vault City where you taste something and like, oh my god, that is exactly what they are saying. But it definitely is a lot more subtler. But for a beer that's, I mean, Thornbridge beers are, I don't want to say mainstream, but they are very broad spread. Vault City's beers and that kind of stuff, and these really heavy flavoured beers from breweries that are very heavy on the flavours. They're kind of niche because some people have, beer needs to taste like beer. It doesn't need to taste like fruit or blah, 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 blah. So for being a very marketable and a very widespread and what probably widely available beer, this hits the nail on the head. I'd love to try this on cask. It'd be super delicious and super velvety on cask, I imagine. But yeah, it's a very enjoyable beer. And yeah, definitely one that the Cookie Monster would down in an instant. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see my videos when they drop. And I will see you, hopefully, for the next one. Cheers.